Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese trade buckets for bags with lavish Gucci outfits. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese trade buckets for bags with lavish Gucci outfits originally appeared on Athlon Sports. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have arguably the biggest rivalry in the WNBA today. These two have been pitted against each other since their college days, and their battles have now transcended to the professional level. Both the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky were in action on Tuesday night, albeit against different opponents. The Fever squared off against the defending champions, the New York Liberty, while the Sky went up against the league-best Minnesota Lynx. Both the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky were in action on Tuesday night, albeit against different opponents. The Fever squared off against the defending champions, the New York Liberty, while the Sky went up against the league-best Minnesota Lynx. Both Clark and Reese were dressed to impress with their pre-game outfits, which, incidentally, both predominantly featured high-luxury brand Gucci. Clark wore a white Jackwood zip jacket that retails for $2,300. The reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year paired it with wide-leg denim pants and tan loafers. Clark's bag was a Gucci Mini GG handbag, which is priced at $1,950. Overall, Clark went for a casual chic vibe with her ensemble. Reese's style, on the other hand, screamed sophisticated glamour. She had a brown Gucci monogram sweater that was casually draped over the shoulders. The 23-year-old paired it with a matching fitted midi pencil skirt. As for her bag, Reese had a Gucci Giglio large tote bag that retails for $2,250. How did Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese fare on the court? Unfortunately, Clark did not play in Tuesday's game. This was her second straight contest on the sidelines with a lingering groin injury. The Fever struggled without their best player on the court and ultimately succumbed to the Liberty, 98-84. For her part, Reese dropped another double-double against the Lynx with 11 points and 11 rebounds, to go along with 3 assists and a block. Her strong effort wasn't enough, though, as Minnesota dominated Chicago, 91-68. The Fever fell to 12-12 following Tuesday's loss, while the Sky are now 7-16. Indiana is 7th in the WNBA and remains in contention for the postseason, while Chicago is 11th and is currently 4.0 games outside the playoff picture. Clark, Fever get best of Buchers, wings in first pro matchup of WNBA stars. Caitlin Clark and Paige Buchers each produced remarkably efficient stat lines in their first professional matchup Sunday. The ultimate result wasn't nearly as close. Clark helped Indiana dominate the second quarter, leading the Fever past the Dallas Wings 102-83. Clark had 14 points and a season-high 13 assists, needing only 25 minutes to earn the 19th double-double of her 2-year career. Buchers wound up with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 turnovers in 33 minutes in a head-to-head matchup that lived up to the hype of the past 2 number 1 overall picks squaring off. It's fun to watch, not as an opponent on the other sideline. But for a lot of young players that come into this league, there's a learning curve, Fever coach Stephanie White said. And how quickly they figure it out is always interesting to see. Paige, she's figured it out. The highly anticipated matchup between Clark and Buchers was supposed to take place June 27 at Dallas. But Clark, last year's Rookie of the Year, missed the game with an injured left groin. Indiana still won 94-86 despite Buchers finishing with 27 points, 6 assists, 2 steals and 2 blocks. So WNBA fans waited until Sunday for their next chance. Round 1 took place in Indianapolis, which is within driving distance of their respective hometowns in Iowa and Minnesota. They previously squared off in the 2024 Final Four when Clark helped Iowa rally past UConn 71-69 to reach the national championship game. Yes, Clark got the upper hand again Sunday, but Buchers also demonstrated why so many consider her this year's Rookie of the Year favorite. She's not afraid of mixing it up with anyone, including Clark, on the professional level. We're just trying to be aggressive, read what the defenses are doing, get out in transition and do what we've been doing, Buchers said after matching Clark's 7-point first quarter. My teammates are doing a great job setting screens, getting me open. The Fever, who were last season's struggling young up-and-coming team, certainly made it more difficult the rest of the way for Buchers and company. Bucher's went 9 of 15 from the floor and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, while Clark's shooting struggles continued. Clark was 4 of 12 from the field and 2 of 7 on threes, but also had 5 steals. The biggest difference: Clark's ability to get teammates involved. Indiana finished with 30 assists on 40 baskets, including one midway through the second quarter that began with a block by Clark. All-Star center Aliyah Boston grabbed the ball, got it ahead to Clark, who immediately whipped a perfect touchdown-like pass over the outstretched hands of one defender and into the hands of Sophie Cunningham for a layup midway through the second quarter. The play started a 14-5 run that put Indiana in control and allowed the Fever to score a league-high 64 first-half points. Clark did give the Fever a brief scare, though, with an awkward collision with the basketball stanchion on a missed layup. She stayed down momentarily and left the game for a few minutes before returning to help Indiana deliver the knockout punch. "I thought my playmaking was really good. There was no reason for me to shoot that much," Clark said. "When we have 5 people in double figures, we're going to be pretty hard to beat. We were just kind of clicking on all cylinders, moving the ball well, getting to the next action. Fans won't have to wait so long for a rematch." Bucher's and Clark will be on opposite teams at Saturday's All-Star Game in Indianapolis, and they will meet twice in August, too.